Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. Not disheartened after our last attempt, to be honest. We're gonna try again, keeping our ruby key in mind for later. I've been having some very bad runs as the defect lately. But I'm still willing to give it my all. You know, I think we're on the cusp of a breakthrough, I hope, as the defect. So I am gonna choose a rare card and obtain a curse. As far as rare cards go, you can't say no to Seek early on. Now, it doesn't have great targets. I mean, you might not be able to say no to Seek ever. But we don't have great targets for it, I think. But I have to remember, even when we don't have a great target for Seek, we can always use it to replace itself with what could be most valuable for me in the moment, you know? I'm dumb. Not that dumb. Not that dumb. Could have you on lower HP, but you're dead anyway. Like, it literally does not matter. So far, so good. Now, I've been losing a lot lately, and I've been committing a lot to cold snaps. This is where you end up having to make that decision early on in a run. Is it my Frost commitment that's killing me? Or is it not understanding why I'm dying that's killing me? It's very hard for me to say no to a cold snap. Especially early. It's a 6 damage, almost metallicized worthy card. This fight's going extremely well. If we don't draw a dual cast, we will probably draw Seek and get dual cast. I don't want to say I told you so. But this guy is actually dead. There's nothing he can do. So again, what are we doing? I mean, we lost early on twice on our last run. That's indicative of what we're doing. I think we could justify a ball lighting, but I'm going to just keep it Frost Unified for now. Hate that one. Like this one, though. And we'll cut a basic. No, wait, hold up. So much better. Don't be a fool. I was like, well, at the shop, we could just cut the curse anyway. True. We could also cut another card if we wanted to. I look at FTL and I say it's escape plan, but it attacks. So I love it. And then that's something for Seek to target, even if it's not that great. Do we also want a hologram? I'm starting to think I might value hologram too highly, to be honest. I'm going to cut another basic strike. And then I'm immediately... Well, I guess we should skip elites early. Especially knowing we have to fight that one. To try to get maximum upgrades. So yeah, I'm okay with not doing that. So we need defense. Dude, we're so likely to FTL into a defend. If we get cold snap, I'll survive. Wow, you don't even need to be a math genius to crunch the numbers on that one. There was 1 strike and 5 defense. And 1 cold snap. That's just ruthless. That's the game being like, you know, that's what you get for relying on probability. Thanks a lot, buddy. Try to get a little extra pulp out of the orange, and this is what I get. Now, I'm going to take Streamline. I'll tell you why. No, that doesn't make any sense. Streamline's good, but only once you play it a few times. You're not going to Seek it 3 times in a row. Rip and Tear is good damage, but... Nah. I will do it. Incredible. We've upgraded 2 basic strikes. Life is but a dream. I'm going to Seek, but I do want Zap and Dual Cast to be cheaper so that, you know, when we draw with FTL, we're a little happier. Honestly, give me 300 gold. I think that's more valuable than the Sapphire Key. Ooh, I hate this. But you can be killed in 2 attacks, which is really nice. We're only taking 3 damage. I could avoid weakness. I actually think that's probably best to use here just to ensure we can stay ahead of things. we would be seeking a dual cast. This is such a huge investment, but the thing is, yeah, basically what happened is exactly what I was about to describe. The fact that we got the extra focus meant that the dual cast was guaranteed to get 1 kill, I think. Very likely to get 2, which didn't work out, but it's a huge potion investment for a basic fight. I do like Go for the Eyes, but it is dead sometimes. It's a bit of a weird play. I'll level with you, but I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, I don't know. Do we really want 1 block to get that much better? A block that we can only use once? I don't think so. If it was Ritual Dagger, we'd feel differently. But okay, so I'm being highly aggro. Honestly, give me Zap FTL. You're going to be at 29 next turn. If I hit you, you're going to be at 23 maximum. I think we have to hit you. We take 4 damage, but we put ourselves in a position where maybe a dual cast could kill you. And, you know, dead men don't heal. That's painful. Oh, this sucks. We still have to keep working on you. You gotta go. Just missing on both of those dual casts might actually put us in a lethal situation. It doesn't look like it yet, but it can get there. Thank you, thank you. At least canceled out his heal. Why? Why do you do this to me? I have to know. Why? We're gonna die. We're actually gonna die early here. It's embarrassing. Should have rested. I'm learning a valuable lesson, I think, about not respecting the rest. Loveless, can't stand the heat, then get out the wild. Being just a little bit too... Like, I definitely have that opinion right now. I'm not going to tell a lie. My opinion right now is, if you rest, you're a coward. You know, you're giving up an advantage. Why wouldn't you just upgrade a card and then you get to have that upgraded card forever? That's probably not necessarily how it works. Now, you might say, you know, poggers, it didn't matter if that guy... This one matters. But it didn't matter if we had hit him with the lightning. We were not going to take damage anyway. I'm glad it worked out the way it did, don't get me wrong. So, I mean, I still think we'll die, because it only takes 1 bad draw to kill us. And this is that bad draw. So we'll restart again, and dude, I'm embarrassed. Overcommitting maybe early. We haven't run into this much trouble on the first floor in a long time. Anytime we shake up our style, the equilibrium gets all messed up, admittedly. We're not... I mean, we're going to stick right path. I'm still going to take enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. And the reason is, there should be no reason we can't upgrade before the elite fight then. Dude, I'll take a defrag. I know as a snap keep, looks a little dangerous. I'm going to take a curse and bet on a shop. I'll do it once. Hey! I was literally definitely going to leave if we didn't get it. I was like, just throw 3 HP at the chance. Why not? It doesn't have to be an all or nothing. I get very sunk cost fallacy on that. I'm not going to take anything else yet. We definitely need to take cards that channel orbs. Ball Lightning, for example. I'll take Charge Battery. I do like Leap as well. It's actually, for me, that's a tough choice, to be honest. We'll get a double defrag going here. Maybe phrasing. Early defrag, love it. Let me play Zap next turn, and then we'll pop off after that. We might as well hit you, because you're going to wake up anyway. To be honest, probably a pretty good time to pop one of these. This guy's very, very strong. Dual cast is a lot of damage. Certainly, yes. Certainly, yes. Why not? Should probably just default to doing the most damage we conceivably can. Okay, that's just an embarrassing turn. At least we still do 15 damage regardless, and our orbs still do the same amount of damage no matter what. I think you gotta go for this, and you kill him next turn, by default. It is what it is, you know, I would have loved to not have taken so much damage, but it's not that bad. Shovel. I like it, but I always find Shovel a little scary. Wow. Much better. I find Shovel a little scary because it means we have to choose. 16 damage. You'll be at 34, but then you'll take another 3. I would rather pop this next turn. I know we might not have a choice, but Shovel means we have to make a choice. Do we... Very nice turn, to be honest. Do we think a card being upgraded is worth more? Or do we think a... well, that actually went worse, hilariously enough. Do we think a card being upgraded is worth more? Or do we think that a relic could be worth more? I don't know. Generally, if you could choose between upgrade one card and grab even a common relic, you'd probably take the relic, right? But it feels very alien to not exclusively focus on making your deck better right now. We don't need 2 self-repairs. That's comical. I do think a hologram is a great choice. This is a Sapphire key moment for us, I think. I will lose my gold, because... I mean, I do want to pay to remove the curse, but things are a little scary right now. It's a very good fight for explosion purposes, yeah. If we can get a Panacea or a Core Surge, Bias Cognition is insanely good. As assuming we use it at the right time, but for now I'm just kind of like, I don't think we need it. Probably kill things pretty quickly as a result, but we already have focus. Remove Transform Upgrade, right off the bat, get injury out there. Okay. So let's take a look at it. What would we smith? Hologram. Hologram gets way better. Zap's a good target. Dual Cast is a good target. But if we dig, it could be anything. Thread and Needle. This is a situation where I think that's better, for sure. Maybe it's always better. Well, we'll take 4, but we'll get out of... well, actually, we'll take 0 thanks to Thread and Needle. So immediately, I'm like, we're lucky. Now, the game is a temptress. It's going, hey, you got Thread and Needle. Why don't you just not... and you got 40 HP. Why don't you just not rest before this fight? And your life will be very happy. Okay. We got to upgrade 2 strikes. Would I rather upgrade 2 strikes or the card we actually wanted to upgrade? Probably the card we actually wanted to upgrade, but okay. Certainly, I mean, a free creative AI, it's at least very interesting. Now, you may have noticed that's not buffer. I have noticed the same thing. It's okay. We know what we're playing. Charge. We can't punch through his armor. So extra energy next turn, and then Capacitor. I don't necessarily see that Capacitor being so strong for us, but... we will play Electrodynamics. Defend, Electrodynamics. It's still 2 lightning at the end of the day. I would prefer not to get hit twice, but Echo Form... theoretically, you look at Echo Form and you go, this is what wins you the fight. So even losing the 2-plated armor and a lot of HP, I think you're okay with this. We'd definitely go for Charge Battery first over Buffer. And I don't mind this Buffer sticking in the deck. I would much rather, honestly, do something like this. And I know we could play dual cast for 20 and get you a lot closer to death anyway, but... Or a lot closer to flipping, at least. This is definitely a loopable situation. And then we're going to strike. Can we hologram back... and we could hologram... dual cast, or actually, I think it's just fine to hologram back the upgraded strike, even though it's not particularly inspiring. Alright, now we got something going on here. Now, it did require the use of the power potion to get here. Don't forget about that. Let's not take damage. And don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily like creative AI that much, but creative AI for free is really good. Again, it's tough for me to play this buffer. That being said, I'm going to do it anyway, because it's basically 16 block. And we'll play Storm just to, you know, again, keep getting out there. This guy's screwed. Basically, just being able to double up on charge battery means we have absolutely nothing to worry about. We're about to start doing 25 damage minimum per turn. Definitely should have played the Storm instead. Oh well. I think we got him. Like, got him. He's dead next turn. Very good fight. But do keep in mind what it took to get here. We took a potion. So don't get too cocky. Focus. Speaking of which, we can't afford to lose focus. So I actually think that all of these are kind of not good. However, bias cognition does have the chance. For one, am I willing to take it? It's going to get enemies down pretty quick. We need some way to get around it, though. Sure, I'll take it. I'll give it a shot. And, I mean, I love a lot of this. Inserter, I don't think is good enough. We don't channel enough orbs, but both Nuclear Battery and Frozen Core are very good. If you end your turn with any empty orb slots. I'm gonna... That's right. I forgot it replaces the first one. That would have pivoted me towards Nuclear Battery, and I'm not... I mean, I'm ashamed that I did it, but I'm not ashamed to admit it, you know? Still, it means that we will start getting Frost real early. We just have to make it work for us. How are we going to do that? That's a great question. I hadn't really considered that. I guess the easy way to make it work for you is you just strike while the iron's hot, right? While you've got this enhanced focus, you go for broke. Do as much damage as possible. Which would mean dual casting. Yeah, I just worry that, you know... Well, okay, actually, we need to internalize something for ourselves. First off, we're taking no damage here, which is awesome. But secondarily, we need to internalize that if we cast an orb, we actually get a Frost Orb out of it. So it's definitely still, the majority of the time, going to be the right choice, I think. Now, are we going to get through this guy's armor? I don't know. What do we draw next turn? Defend dual cast. I'm gonna charge battery. We don't need self-repair yet. And then we're going to hope that this is a big turn for us. Keep in mind... we get 3 extra block if we don't play Zap. So, I mean, if we play Strike, okay, we want to do that no matter what. Defend Zap, we take 2 damage. Am I willing to do that? Yes. Why? I want this damage. I know we lose out on the Frost Orb, but I think it kills him faster. Also, we take 0 because my math is really, really bad. And I'm embarrassed, okay? But he's dead, so we're a genius. Somehow it worked. In the future, I think a fusion would actually be really nice. In the future, I would like to play Bias Cognition perhaps a little later. We will get rid of Golden Idol to have actually some sustenance and healing. That's fantastic. Gotta be honest, not a huge fan of turn 1 here. I want the Fusion Orb to evoke later. So we take... No, we only take 1 plated armor loss thanks to Cracked Core. That's very, very nice. Now, this turn. Again, we got pretty much garbage. So I'm going to get that fusion out there. I really, really do not want to play Bias Cognition. Not yet. Much rather play a defrag and a self-repair. Let's just get them out. And do I want 1 energy next turn? Realistically, I'm just going to tell you, we don't need it. Because we're going to get 2 by default regardless. So we have a 7 block. We need to get a little ahead of that. So we'll zap. And we will dual cast. And we get the Frost Orb at the end anyway. We go to 21 block, not taking any damage. Very important. Now, very interesting, right? 7 block. A Bias Cognition. If we gotta, at some point we gotta strike, so sure. And as of right now, we are still taking damage. So we'll play 1, strike, strike. So this deck's requiring some skills that I think are beyond mine to pilot it, but we're trying. Certainly blocking 7 means a lot to me. Thank God for self-repair. Big thing about fusion is that it puts the lightning orb closer to the front. Would it be that hard for us to just kill you? That's only 10 damage. Wow, I hate it, but there you go. You got me. Congratulations. We will get more cold snaps. I understand the value of ball lightning as well, but I want these cold snaps, dude. I'm willing to take Ritual Dagger. Now, I honestly just truly get jacked. Oh, these are good ones. I think we want the special relic, which it's just 3 strength on turn 1, but it's better than nothing, right? And we're just gonna dig, baby, dig. Mummified Hand is a very hard one to say no to. Especially in this situation. We can't afford Panache. Madness, we have very little that costs more here, so I think we'll remove, and I still think you just remove unupgraded strikes. Very nice to have extra power on this turn. Not that I'm upset or anything. Okay, defrag makes something free. Whoop. We'd probably rather have a cold snap hit. And then a fusion. I do hate the fact that it doesn't kill you, so it doesn't get buffed, but I think we can't afford to be too picky. Especially, this guy's a real pain in the butt. Let's be real. We're going to play our whole hand. More specifically, we're going to play our hand whole. Certainly. And we'll just let it ride. That's the problem. When we have no lightning orbs, we do have a deck that doesn't get too much damage out there. But it does get a lot of block. The only problem is you're losing focus as time goes on. Still more than enough block. Well, no, not true. It's a little weird. Hear me out here. Fusion. Dual cast. We take no damage for sure. We also get more Frost Orbs next turn as a result. Although that being said, we're probably like immediately going to try to get more damage on the field. Because we absolutely have to. Like, this guy's getting way out ahead of us from a block standpoint. And he's doing 20 damage this turn as well, which is really cool and nice. And we have to punch. We have to get through his armor. Don't get me wrong. I also hate it. We're only taking 5 damage, but we got to start hitting them. Usually you're going to want it. Well, it's tough. We're not going to get hit for much this turn. Well, fusion, it pays for itself. Then we'll zap. Strike defense. I mean, the turn plays itself, like I said. Hey, we got him. I wasn't even paying attention. Turns out that didn't go that badly. I don't think we need another charge battery in this deck. If anything, we need more offense. Dude, well, that's helpful. Not being facetious, Molten Egg could be extremely good. It's actually been a pretty casual floor. This might come back to burn me a little bit, but I really think I'm just going to wait for Bias Cognition to come around. I'm just going to do the damage early, and it gives me one more space for Frost Orbs. We could get away with playing nothing. What I'm going to do instead is be weird. And gain 2 extra energy next turn. Vulnerability, very bad. So self-repair, it makes something else free. It hit defrag, that's gorgeous. We're already taking no damage. Well, we could summon a Frost Orb natively, but or like passively, I should say, with Frozen Core, but why not get the Cold Snap damage out there as well? Alright, well... Again, it's kind of like a take no damage situation. I think I'd rather have some energy. Turn plays itself. Please stop with the vulnerability. Okay, now we can actually do something. Damage-wise. I know, by the way, you're like, hey, idiot. You know that Ritual Dagger gets better if you play it later? Oh, no kidding. I didn't notice that, because I'm a dumb idiot. I'm trying to get there. It's just hard, okay? Bias Cognition should win us this fight. I think for Biased, it's all about just making sure you're in, you know, a safe position to play it. Mind you, to be fair, I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to this card. What I do know is that this dude is dead, and we handled that relatively well, as far as I could tell. I'll tell you one thing, we certainly do not need another fusion. Streamline is kind of tempting, but I don't know. I don't buy it right now. 85 golds. We get Centennial Puzzle. I'm always happy to have draw. I don't necessarily see this as being crazy useful, but for these guys, I honestly worry. So let's get the Power Potion. Electrodynamics, you don't even have to think about it. It's like 100% the right choice. So as soon as we start getting defrags out there, Bias Cognition, these guys are going to melt. Like right off the bat, this is 24 damage to all enemies. We're going to get, we're getting 10 block by default here, I think. So we're still going to play these, but... Zap, basically... apparently it doesn't quite kill you, but... Oh! Look at that. Very good fight. Now, he drew exactly what we needed to draw, but still. What would we rebound? Like, actually nothing right now? Cool-headed, I mean... I don't know. I feel like the deck needs something. Man, I hate Wing Boots. I feel like the deck needs something, but what? And to me... I guess I honestly look at this and just go, you know what, maybe this is the right time to recall. We're getting a staggering amount of relics. Things are looking okay right now. I guess on this fight, I worry that it's, the issue for us right now is sustenance. We really need to wait on popping Biased. Or, alternatively, use your Ancient Potion with Biased. This is a perfect opportunity to get that done. So if anything, we would want a Hologram Charge Battery, probably. But we're gonna get, yeah, no, this is actually still good. You don't want the Zap, because we'd like a Frost Orb there. I'm gonna use this just to, again, get out ahead. Okay, so this is where we do it. Pop it. Use Biased. Okay, so we got this for good now. We're 6 focus up. And we have 16 plus 4. We have 20 block as of right now. We'd like a Cold Snap first. We have 28 block. We'd like a Fusion next. And I'm trying to... I mean, I think it's sensible. We play Fusion last because we usually want the Energy Orb to last the longest. Like, to evoke the latest, I guess is a good way to describe it. And I think that's perfectly sane. Very interesting. if we evoke... I mean, this guy's dead, for sure. If we evoke the orb, we'll get extra block. And we'll get 8 block just by leaving a spot empty. So I actually kind of like... I still want Zap out there just because of the damage it does. Then I will dual cast, even though we don't need the energy, because it gives us extra block. Now, obviously, we're still going to take damage, but I think we're only going to take 11. Yeah. Not really that bad. Now, we've done nothing to this guy. Thankfully, he's the only enemy on screen. It's kind of another, like, you'd probably cold snap and then dual cast. And now we get an extra 8 block. Still not enough. I don't know, it's hard for me to look at this fight and see how we win, to be honest. I wish it were not so. We didn't need to pop that, but I really want... We need lightning. Like, lightning is the only thing that does damage to enemies at this point, so... Puts me in a bit of a hard place, to be honest. Well, definitely rather take 10 damage off the field. We're only taking 6 this turn. It's not that bad, but how are we going to get out? How are we going to kill this guy? It's a very complicated situation that's hard for me to see a way out of. Amazingly, not taking damage that turn, but it's such a slow way of making it happen right now. He's getting stronger every turn. Well, not every turn, every few turns. He's about to summon more dudes, and we haven't even, like, gotten out in front of him. I don't know, man. I think we're on a slow descent towards oblivion. But the only thing I can think of right now is we have to start hitting the collector. And we probably should have started doing it a long time ago. But if we can get some damage on this guy, maybe we'd be happier. Maybe we can pull ourselves out of this bucket of syrup. If we'd saved our power potion and had the ability to get electrodynamics, we'd probably also be pretty happy. I mean, I think at this point you gotta take 10 damage off the field when you get a chance. In theory, it can't kill you, but come close, so. Yeah, we're at 7 HP. It's hard to imagine that coming through for us. He's only half dead. He's doing 33 damage. How do we get out of this? Well, you play every card in your hand. That's a good start. I don't know, man. It's keeping us on edge. There's no question there. I don't think we need a fusion orb. We're just the real problem right now, and it's becoming oh so clear. We just lack a finisher. Hey, 16. That's 38. So we are dead. I don't think this will help. Yeah, we're dead. Dude, I'm getting bodied here. I really thought with our relics we had it, but we were built exclusively to tackle basic fights. Bosses where we needed any kind of sustenance, it's over. That hurts. I'm playing like garbage lately. Maybe outthinking it. I'm galaxy braining myself. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it in spite of my ineptitude. Showing you many ways not to win at Slay the Spire. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!